We're back with Ted Harvey and Laura Fink, and thank you both for sticking around and being with us again. I think both of you could perhaps agree that there is overwhelming circumstantial evidence that this lab could have been behind the leak. But why a year ago, when this idea was floated, were people behind it called conspiracy theorists and this a fringe idea? Harvey, I'll come to you first.
Well, I think it is unfortunate that the mainstream media would rather pump out their communist Chinese propaganda rather than looking at the facts. To say that there's circumstantial evidence that says that it comes from the lab is an understatement. But there is zero evidence that it came from a wet market in Wuhan. But that was the narrative that China put out there. That's the narrative that the mainstream media in America ran with. And that's the narrative that Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer ran with. And you have to question, why would they be promoting communist Chinese propaganda rather than actually looking at the facts? And Donald Trump and Pompeo and the Senate Republicans, they were looking at the facts.
Mr. Harvey, I should have said, by the way. And Laura, is this just Trump derangement syndrome?
I think what it is a lack of facts. And notoriously, viruses are hard to trace. It took us 14 years to determine the origin of the SARS virus, decades to determine the origin of the 1918 pandemic. It's a precarious thing. And I think what we're not trafficking in here is a lot of facts. So Biden has directed the intelligence community to do a 90-day study, and we may have more answers then. But to pretend that there's overwhelming evidence that it originated in Wuhan simply is just not correct. And frankly, politicizing this issue distracts from what we all need, which is unity around beating this virus. And I think looking ahead and making sure that our safety protocols are in place, making sure that this vaccine gets distributed to countries where the virus is mutating is absolutely essential. And all of this obsession around where the virus came from, when we know that's going to take time to solve, detracts from us pursuing those ends, ending and eradicating this virus, and being better prepared in the future, both through our hospital infrastructure and in our vaccine and preparedness around science. And that's what's really essential here. That's what's going to keep us safe. Not the politics of where it came from.
I want to switch gears a bit to some big backlash against Vice President Harris for a Memorial Day message. You've heard of this, that failed to mention, well, Memorial Day. The VP tweeting a photo of herself instead on Saturday with the simple caption, "Enjoy the long weekend." One person tweeted, "It is Memorial Day weekend, nor for enjoying, but for memorializing our fallen. Please try to respect that." And retired Marine bomb technician Joey Jones with this.
When you're the second in command in this country, when you get a say in whether or not men or women go to war, fight, and die for a war that you yourself may not have the political will to even see what happens next, which is what we've had by several presidents in a row now, you don't get to forget that it's Memorial Day weekend. You don't get to say it's a long weekend on Friday or Saturday and then back it up with a Memorial Day post on Sunday morning. I'm sorry, but you just do not get that opportunity for error.
After the social media scorching, the vice president did finally honor our veterans, tweeting on Sunday, "Throughout our history, our servicemen and women have risked everything to defend our freedoms and our country. As we prepare to honor them on Memorial Day, we remember their service and their sacrifice." Ted, first I begin with this. If she hadn't tweeted anything or she hadn't posted on social media, we wouldn't be talking about this. But as vice president, there is really no excuse at all to acknowledge Memorial Day weekend. But if you're going to tweet about the long weekend and then make matters worse, not acknowledge not only Memorial Day, but posting a picture commemorating the day by posting a picture of yourself, I don't really have words for it. Do you?
Yes, I do, and it's shameful. She is literally a heartbeat away from being the commander-in-chief of our military. My father fought in Vietnam. He was a fighter pilot and flew 178 missions in Vietnam. He passed away when I was 6 years old. This is a pretty impactful thing for me and my family to see the Vice President of the United States not taking this weekend a memorial to memorialize our servicemen and women who have sacrificed everything. We take it pretty seriously. But I think that says more about where this generation of the Democrat Party is right now. We have public schools, we have universities, we have colleges around the country that are saying that the U.S. military is nothing more than tools of colonialism, and they should not be something to be honored. And that's just not the case.
Right.
We have liberated countries around the world from oppressive governments, and we should be honoring the sacrifices that these men and women have given on our behalf.
Laura, did you feel like Kamala Harris made up for it with her tweet on Sunday, or was it too late?
I feel like she has made up for it. I don't think there's anything to make up for, frankly. And I think that politicizing this issue is shameful because it distracts from honoring the people that we should be honoring who've made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Turning this into politics and a war with Lauren Boebert and Kevin McCarthy, making political hay out of an Instagram post seems just relentlessly ridiculous and disrespectful to the fallen. What we should be talking about is how we are going to make sure that we honor those families, those survivors, not talking about this nonsense.
Look at how the media responded to Donald Trump's Memorial Day message, and look at how the media is responding to this Memorial Day message, and it's ridiculous how the media is handling it.
All right, it's time to wrap that up, but we appreciate you both coming on back for a second segment here. Ted Harvey and Laura Fink, we thank you both.
Thank you.
Ben.